Tutu, you want to play?
Faith Cooper's family is her biggest source of happiness.
They're my life, my joy,
But the Dallas Housing Authority is her biggest blessing.
So it's like they're actually trying to keep you from being in poverty and struggling and break that cycle that's been going on for so many generations, for so many families.
Faith is a survivor of domestic violence. She and her children lived at a local shelter before DHA provided a lifeline. Not just a roof over her head, but also a plan to leave poverty behind.
Trying to get myself in a position where I won't have to be on the program the rest of my life. My kids won't have to follow.
And that's exactly what DHA President and CEO Mary Ann Russ wants for Faith and other residents.
Turn around, go back to your spot.
For us, turnover is essential. And we're looking for positive turnover. Turnover where people are buying a house with Habitat, renting an unsubsidized apartment, stepping up in their lives. DHA is a combination of a landlord and a social service agency. And if we just act like all we are as a landlord, we will never be better than mediocre. And that's not good enough.
Under the leadership of Russ and Board Chair Terdima Ussery, DHA is transforming the communities it serves and how the Housing Authority is perceived. Ussery knows well the struggles DHA families will have to overcome because he grew up in public housing.
I think that we are at the forefront of spreading that message, that it's a new day, not only here in Dallas, but hopefully around the country in terms of these facilities, how they're viewed, how the people that live in them are viewed, and the impact they're having on communities when they go in and open up a property. So,
Think strategic community partnerships has been key. A Head Start campus is built on every new DHA property, underscoring the importance of education. And $1 million in college scholarships has been awarded to children through the DHA Crystal Scholarship Program.
Very often what we see is the kids who graduate college and come back, then they lift their moms out. This is critical to changing people's lives.
there are great doctors potentially in these facilities. There are great poets. There are police officers and firefighters. There are teachers in these facilities. What we have to do is create an environment that allows them to pursue their dreams.
Hey everybody. Hi. How are you guys doing?
The kids especially, we need to make sure that we expose them to other things, that we give them a chance to dream, that they're allowed to see other things. Because at the end of the day, the chain has to be broken. This chain of dependence has to be broken. We don't have the luxury as a country to turn our back on any child.
And there is no question, today's public housing has a new look to match its new philosophy. In spring 2013, Renaissance Oaks opened to serve the senior community. With stunning facades, gorgeous kitchens, and beautiful bathrooms, new properties are shattering old stereotypes.
My goal for the housing we build is you shouldn't be able to look at it and recognize it as affordable housing. You should drive by and say, what a nice property. I can describe my standard for what housing ought to be like in one phrase, and everybody can relate to it. It should be good enough for your mom. And if it's not good enough for your mom, it's not good enough.
At the end of the day, the way the city is going to be judged is by the way we treat those most in need. Again, as someone that grew up in Watts, I can tell you that you just don't know. You don't know who you're sitting next to. You don't know who you're playing with. And one day that person may save your life.